Welcome to Wildcards. We are the D-Gens of crypto, where we talk about all things on the block. Enjoy.
All right, yo. Boy, cut the shit out for a second.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
I don't know, I'm gonna shout out Stevie's and Sean's Space. I haven't caught it, but I came in at the end of the last one, and all I can say is on my way home from work the past 2 days, I've been listening to Al Green.
Yo.
Hell
yeah.
That's what's up, Beto.
Hello, Sasquatch.
I've been listening to the new Midnight album. Sheesh.
Hey, yo, Stevie.
Yo, what up?
Does Lil Ruthie ever ask for ugly?
She asked for daddy. Daddy ugly. Who doesn't want daddy ugly?
Roy is putting me in a headlock right now because apparently he's your muscle these days. So, you know, y'all know that apparently Roy had the blankets over here my mom's head to get that like crisp sounds, other drops, you know? So I'm sure that there's going to be some ugly cooking under the blankets with my mom's.
Where's Roy at?
My friends.
He'll be back Monday.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Recovery mode, man.
He's doing it remote. He's remote soundboarding.
The champ is here.
Hey, yo, daddy ugly. Your
My boy.
your tweets recently have been fire. Those uglies with the music. Sheesh. And the animation.
Yeah, there's been some sick threads, man.
We should pin that up top. Just so
Hey, pin it to the top.
Hey, let's give some money away. Yeah.
Yo, the Mecca ugly? The ugly
this
Mecca
dude
or
money?
yo,
Daddy ugly killing it, bro.
Serge, for real, dude. Like
the ugly, bro.
you got some creativity. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Hey, we
For real.
gotta,
And the
we gotta
music's
step it
sick
up.
too. The music's
We gotta-
sick. It's vibes.
We gotta step this bitch up. That's what we gotta do. Hey, but
Serge, what kind of guitar do you got? What kind you been playing?
let me tell you something, my boy. I got 3 guitars. Well, I got 4. I got acoustic, but I got a Gibson Firebird.
Yeah, that's
That is a nice guitar.
That's a nice guitar.
I got a Martin.
Sounds like a blue chip.
That's a nice one.
Martin
I got a Fender Telecaster, the 75th anniversary. And I got a Schecter just for metal music. But
I got a car radio.
Serge, we've already discussed that we good. So I got a Schecter bass, 5-string Schecter bass a few years ago, just because I was trying to just get into that because I'm all about a lot of strings too. And a handful of years ago, I got a Gretsch guitar, a semi-hollow body, like, old school looking gangster. But I still play this busted up ass acoustic.
I figured you're more of a banjo guy.
I sold my banjo.
I got a banjo.
I sold my banjo.
Damn.
I don't know how to play it, but I got an old banjo. I have an ukulele too, but those are easy to play.
Yeah, we all got one.
Had me get to work on those ukulele taxi work.
Okay, so now that Serge started this, we're gonna do a quick roundtable of what your instruments are, and don't talk about
Cobra, you're a rat.
Go ahead. What you got? What you play? Beto, you play an instrument? You got something? You got a recorder or a flute or something going on at your house? What's going on, man?
I'm just annoying as fuck.
he's
He's just the skater boy.
Nah. Swag was the triangle man.
Or the
Bro,
spoons
legit.
man. No,
I
you play the
legit played
spoons,
that
bro.
in fucking like middle school.
Oh, fucking A.
Dang. Shredding
you know
that
what I'm
triangle, I
talking
tell you what.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
I
Hemi,
still
you
think
play
it's the
musical
spoons
instruments?
man.
I don't play anything, dude.
Okay,
That's not what
moving
my
on.
creativity is.
D. Clay, what do you got? The harmonica? What's good?
Do you play instrument?
He's changing a diaper.
Oh, bro.
Oh, okay. He plays the jazz.
DK plays those
That's
rocks,
what's up.
man.
He's the singer. He got that voice.
He plays the skin flute.
Patos locos forever.
Hey, sick ass.
All right, yo, Sean, what you rocking on the strings in your
All right.
garage when you're doing it?
All right, so
To the
I got.
cosmic Adonis.
Oh my gosh! That is amazing. I have a
Sit down,
full
CNFT.
body Martin that I like. I got the only left-handed Riversong Vienna acoustic electric in the world, custom made with baby girl's name. Baby girl's name's on the 12th
Baby
fret.
Get
girl.
out. Baby girl's name. So it says baby girl on
No, it has her actual
it?
name. And I have a old Wurlitzer stand-up piano from the 1930s. That's really pretty. It's like beige, creamy white color. It's really pretty sounding. And a harmonica.
You play the keys?
I've self-taught. I can play the keys like the guitar, man. You know, just kind of like make stuff up, go on a scale, hit some chords.
Sick ass.
To the cosmic Adonis.
Dang, watch out, ladies.
Like the world.
TNFT got
Good
it all
sound.
set up at the house, man. It's
Yeah,
pulling
he
the
sure
strings.
does.
Watch
Jeez.
out.
Okay, wait. Y'all just reminded me of something. I'm sorry, but we have Serge talking about all of his craziness. Hold on a second. Y'all listening to Wild Cards, motherfuckers. It's Friday night where we talk about cheeky sticky, everything from
Your mom is.
and we talk about my mom. I love you, Mom. You know that. You got Hemi, Hecka, Cobra, D Clay. You got Roy. That's right. You got Big Kahuna, Baba Booey, CNFT Me Please. You got Beto. You got Taxi. We represent a whole bunch of weird motherfuckers with a great family of friends for a Friday fucking night chilling on the couch. That being said, it's not financial advice.
Don't lie.
Do your
You're
own
not
research.
on the couch. Don't lie.
No, I'm in this like squeaky chair right now in my grow room. You know what I mean? I'm surrounded with trees. It's 93.5 degrees up in here and a 30% humidity and fans all over the place. It's uncomfy, but it's okay. I'm dealing with it because I love this fucking place. And it's where I can blaze up and nobody else in the house knows what I'm doing.
Backwards gang.
Oh, you shit me. I'm on pack number 2 for fucking wild cards.
Box
Just saying.
fan.
So we have Sean, aka CNFT Me Please, aka Diamond Badger, aka the Cosmic Adonis, aka my mom's favorite new best friend with the sexy voice. Now I got you and I got Serge, the guy who calls himself Daddy, up in here too, and apparently Taxi's been calling him Daddy too. Is something happening? Are we gonna get an ugly cosmic ugly Adonis someday?
I don't think the world's ready for that.
Bro, listen.
That's
I gotta get
crazy.
Nova off of Twitter before that happens.
I'm gonna announce it here. We are going to announce the one of one, the cosmic Adonis NFT.
Stop! It's too much. I can't handle. I gotta sit down.
Is the world even ready for such a thing?
Oh my god, I'm sweating right now.
I just told Nova she's got deleted Twitter. She can't see that.
Listen. Let me. Y'all thought Claymates was big.
Goodness.
You're gonna see what's up with the cosmic Adonis NFT drop. You know, your mothers are gonna want to have this NFT. Your kids are gonna have this. You want me to continue? I can continue.
Yeah. Yo, first of all, I wasn't trying to put anybody on the spot like that, but I was just saying. I saw you comment on the new EP. I think that the EP is titled "Intergalactic Aphrodisiac" coming at you.
That's
the Cosmic Adonis. So I don't know. I just had to put it out there for you guys to think about, talk about, dream about. I don't know.
I gotta say, I was listening to I was listening in my bed the other night. The podcast. My wife's like, "Hey, it's time to go to bed." It's like, "No, you chill. The Cosmic Adonis is on, babe, right now." And he's like, "Who that? I showed her the picture, and she was like, "You goddamn right."
Cosmic Adonis.
Classic.
Goddamn right.
Bro, I can't even. I'm laughing so hard right now.
This is real life. This is what happens in our lives. This is why we love Friday night.
Shout out.
Hey, we got that
Cosmic
pedestal
Adonis.
on reserve for CNFT.
We're
They're
working
rotating.
on that.
Yeah.
It's really heavy because it's like it's got to be like a world and a galaxy.
And then the angles, man. I mean,
we got to get all angles. If you know,
angles.
We're getting cosmic. We're getting intergalactic with that. So yeah, I just had to throw that out there. I saw that. I saw you guys kind of chatting publicly, having fun with the Cosmic Adonis. I don't know if he's really going to be ugly. I really don't know. If he is, I've ruined everything, and I'm a fucking shitbag. So that's what I'm saying. And we can move on from that because you already know what he's going to hit. That's right. That's
So,
right. You're going to ask me about Ori. I'm going to be like,
I'm gonna ask Cobra.
I'm playing.
Not asking you. I'm asking Cobra because I know you'll go on to the next
Or,
one.
or.
All right, what's good?
What's up, Cobra?
Cobra here tonight, or is he on strike again?
Yeah, what's
Yo, yo,
good?
He being
yo.
quiet, yo. I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
What's
It's
up?
fucking rugged. Do you guys hear me, yo?
He's spitting
Yes.
too much venom during the day. He ain't got no venom left tonight.
Oh, this
Yeah,
he said was
bro.
rugged.
Yo, I was trying to get on for a fucking minute, but anyway. Yeah, or.
At least when D
Man,
Clay rugs, he makes a static sound.
man, you know what? I'm not gonna talk shit about or. Evident that they fucked up. All right. Do I like the art? Yes, I like the art, but lately it's just a different strategy I've been on, man. It's like I said before, and I just lost a lot of fucking money, and right now I'm not really looking to buy art. I'm just looking to work my way up and shit. So when I see things like that happening, it gives me that feeling, man. And I would rather just miss out and just jump on the next one. You know what I'm saying? Because it's already a risk for me. So and we're not talking about $5. We're talking about 252 ADA. If I mint one, it's all depending on activity. So
It's like
so
$7.
yeah.
Current
Well, yeah,
prices.
well, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, I would prefer watching the
It's a
activity and
very
shit.
fascinating take,
And
Cobra. I kind of disagree with you, but it's fascinating to hear that perspective. So I appreciate that.
But Corey,
Yo,
listen,
sick
I heard.
fool.
Wait a
You know,
minute, I heard
sometimes
something.
though, like you might like a project so much that like you want it to do so well, but like it doesn't mean that it's like there to do well. I don't know. Like I'm not saying like Aura is the one, but like when you fall in love with the art, like you get that attachment, so you want it to do so well, but like maybe the outside factor is gonna like hold it back. Not saying this is the case, but like that's like I think like the emotion side of things when you fall in love with the art.
well, I get what you're saying, but right now I'm trying to say the contrary. I'm not getting emotional about this shit, yo. Right now is no
You sound
remorse. It's
mad
Yeah,
just,
calm.
he's turning
it's
the page
just,
though. He went on to
Neutral,
eat.
neutral. I
He's
like
looking
it,
at the
Cobra.
flipping. I mean,
It's a
Cobra's
different emotion.
pivoting.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
It's
Cobra's
Venom
changed
Cobra.
since like the Aura news because he was all about Aura. Like this dude was all about it, and
That
then like
40, I tell you, bro.
he's changed it, and then he hit 40, and then it's like, who the heck is this dude?
yeah, man. Shit.
Tell us about your time on ETH, Cobra.
Feliz
Why do you like an
cumpleaños.
ETH so much?
Because for me, it's just more It's just a lot more people and shit. So it's just knowing, and it's about timing. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing pretty well as of late. I've been just looking at some projects and shit. Even if I like it or not, I'm just looking at activity. I'm looking at graphs. I'm looking at movement. Just that shit. I'm just buying
You're
0.
growing.
Yeah, 0.003, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and just a good 3-4x flip and keep it moving. No attachments. That's what fucked me up the first time. So I'm just trying to change my strategies. Not that I don't love art. Of course I fucking love art, but right now I'm just trying to do a come up. You know what I'm saying? Just take advantage of the, just
It's
You're
the
keep it
timing.
you're
moving.
trying to build in the bear market. I hear that.
Yeah, that's
Bear
it. That's
market, it's
it.
the timing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, man, for real.
But like like one thing I thought of, like I saw like a chart. It was like I don't know, 15, 20 ETH NFTs, and it was like their prices from their all-time high, and it showed like the percentages that they were down from their all-time high. I mean, you're talking like these like big projects, 90%, 95% down from their all-time high. And like if like so from when like we started to like dabble into ETH, everything like looked like, whoa, this is the prices. So like it looked cheap to us. But like the thing is like some of those projects still have like activity going on. But like anyone looking to Cardano right now that hasn't been in Cardano, they could be looking at some of these prices and they're like, dang, these are cheap considering where they were at all-time high. But like the volume is the volume there on the Cardano side of things. Like that's like so like from like a flipping standpoint, I think like we have to adjust in these bear markets because like you have to have volume to flip,
Yo, and to jump off that
Hey,
point right there,
I just got to
Taxi.
say, I hear everyone but Cobra. So I just thought everyone was being silent for a while, like playing a game. And then I stepped out there, but apparently Cobra's talking and I just
We'll
can't
play
hear him.
tricks on you, Sean.
Just reconnect, boss.
Can you hear me?
I can hear everybody else.
I can hear Cobra
Yeah, but
fine, but
you need
yeah,
to
CNFT
reconnect
can't
to
hear
hear
Cobra.
everybody.
Yeah, I had that issue last week, bro.
I fucking forgot my fucking train of
Well, yeah,
thought.
we were talking about like the floor prices of ETH. Like us looking at them now, like they might be like on a dip, and like so they look juicy to us.
Oh
They
yeah,
could be
that's right.
juicy
That's
like
right. That's
Cardano,
right.
you know.
What I was gonna say is that sometimes we just have to fucking burst that bubble. I said it earlier, man, because we can't keep that. Well, it's not that we can't. I just think that, man, this maxi shit sometimes, I get it, but sometimes you have to burst that bubble and just look elsewhere. Because right now I've been on Cardano and I love Cardano. I love what it is, whatever. There's a lot of projects that I fucking love and shit, but right now it's just not doing good. You know what I'm saying? And for a flipping standpoint, it's a little harder. So I just switched to ETH a couple of weeks ago, bro, and it's like I've been winning nonstop. Not financial advice. This is just the way I've seen it and the way I've structured my
Yo,
strategy. And it's just going off, man.
and you know what I think it is with you too, brother? It was just mentioned before, and you kind of insinuated the same thing. You take emotion away. Like you've been with some ETH projects in the past, anyways. Like you're not just a couple weeks, but like it depends on timing. Um, it's all about the fucking timing right now, and some of the
Yes, sir.
consistency.
It's the timing, and it is the emotion. We don't know like these ETH people, like the Pepes. Shout out to the Pepes. I love the Pepes. I've gotten to know some of them very well, but at the same time, like regardless, I've just gotten to know them. Like Cardano people and the projects, like geez, known them for so long. It feels like so.
And so
Like
you
there's
almost
like
feel like you don't
there's
want to
like a
get rid
different
of the shit.
feeling, you know.
Yeah. And like again, shout out to the Pepes, but like I had a bunch and I got rid of most of them. I have a couple left for the next step of this, and that. But like again, took out emotion like a motherfucker on that one. And it's like,
Right.
oh shit, these motherfuckers are 0.003 or whatever, or 0.03 or whatever the shit they were. I'm like, I'll grab a handful of those. And then
I
just
3 or
again,
4x that shit, bro. I 3 or 4x
Yeah,
that
dude,
real
it was
quick.
a great play. I mean, we have a
See,
couple now,
no
but like it
emotion.
was like there's like I mean even Johnny's like the right hand man for the Pepes. Like even King Pepe, I know him a little bit. Like they're legit dudes, but it's just like I just met them. You know what I mean? Like so as far as like
Word.
really being able to say, nah, I don't want to sell this because this is the homie. Like that feeling isn't quite there. Of course, I'm still holding some Pepes, and I'm gonna, but like, yeah, it's just different emotions. We're wrapped up in Cardano. Like, think of some of these people that like are investing in CNFTs that aren't necessarily on Twitter. They may not be doing this and that, or maybe they're doing better because they're not seeing what's going on in like the deep dive of CNFTs. You get what I'm saying?
And again, without doing that
I
deep
feel
dive,
bad
there's no
for
emotion.
us.
They don't need to plan. They're just saying, oh, that one looks good, or this has this track record. And when shit goes back into the bull
Yeah, I
market,
need some financial advice from the boys.
Beto needs advice.
Financial advice,
What
Beto.
from
Okay.
Beto? And
all
if you
right,
don't know us, it ain't financial advice for you. Hit the Google button and look that shit up. This is like
all
our
right.
couch.
So
And go
let
ahead,
me
Beto.
ask the
I'll send you a
question.
link.
Let me ask the question. All right, so your boy holds 2 red puffers. There's only 4. There's one listed.
I got 2
Do I
fluffies.
buy it?
How much?
What's it listed at?
It's at 1,000 ADA.
I'd wait. I'd wait it out maybe, unless you just like
Throw
want
an
to like
offer
have
out
that
there.
buffer for the long run.
Throw
What's
an
the
offer.
offer?
Throw 600.
Yeah,
Yeah,
throw that
throw an
offer.
offer.
Go for it.
550.
All right, bet. I'm the puffer king.
The Puffer King's in the house. Let's all kiss the ring. Like,
Crazy,
let's
yo.
give it a
It's
second. Yeah,
crazy.
kiss the
So you're
ring.
making your offer right now, Beto? While we're on this
Nah, no
Twitter
one's
Spaces
gonna bid on
live.
that. I got time.
That's it.
So what else? What else we doing right now, fellas and ladies and everybody in between and all that? What's
It's
good?
a nice piece,
Yep.
Steve-O.
Yeah,
So we
fuck
going
your
there
gutter
now?
cat. Fuck
What
your
you say?
clone blue.
Yo, dude, what the fuck you
fucking
talking
shiny
about?
eyes.
Relax, brother. Relax. Simmer down. What you talking about, brother?
Dang. La
Just
la la la
saying.
la 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 la.
Just saying. Thanks, Cobra.
I'm
Thank
on
you, Cobra.
Maxi. Fuck that.
Yo, Swag, if you like want to use comps of that 2,500 sale for the gold, like maybe that puffer, and like considering how many of those puffers there are, maybe the value is like might be like around like 700 currently. Just saying.
Yeah, appreciate the insight from the Godfather.
CEO himself. Got
What's going on with the gutter cat?
Hey, fuck your rap.
I'll tell you. You
Fuck
asked
your
me
rap,
or-
boy.
see, there we go. Okay, so check it.
They got a lot of assets, I know that, but like, what are they all doing?
Want me to answer what I know or no? Okay, so check it. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, to be honest with you. Again, I've been pulling a little bit of yo, man. I've been doing some
Balls to the wall.
Do the degenerate thing.
I've been working on some degen shit, you know, ain't that right, L2K? And you know, I hold and flip some other Ethereum NFTs here and there, whatever, you know, do my thing. And a few months ago, I bought like a handful of alien friends, just because, again, I looked into it with like accruing a coin and blah, blah, blah. They were cheap, grabbed a couple of those shits. And again, thinking I'd hold them for a few weeks. So between that and those Pepes that, again, I grabbed mad cheap, and again, like Cobra said, like 3x that shit, I had ADA that I didn't realize I was going to have because, again, I wasn't, no emotional investment. I'm like, I want to make this amount on there. So I just put it up for sale, and magically, you know, I got Ethereum in my wallet. So, paying attention, reading some shit, doing some DMs, and I'm like, yo, dude, gutter shit's interesting. There's some other projects that, again, have so many different to buy into, and then something like this, I've been able to do a little bit of like quick flip, follow this, blah, 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 and I grabbed a gutter cat clone, and I think I don't know, I might have something else or something, I don't know, but there's you know, interesting shit. Do I know a whole lot about the gutter cats? I mean, you know, you can get the serums, which is
gang.
Is a good thing to do, apparently. It's not, for many people, it's not necessarily about rarity or traits, but sometimes it's about, like, you know, what you like, which is kind of cool. But there's also other perks, real life, you know, gatherings, whatever. I think you own the image when you have it. So there you go. That's one of the fun things. So if
Is
you really
there a cat dog?
Well, good question, my friend. There's not only are there the dogs or the cats. There's like the dogs, the rats, the pigeons, and I don't even know, the cobras.
Yeah, they got a lot when you search on OpenSea. Like a lot of different collections.
Exactly, and like the OGs of each one, I think have like 2,000 or 3,000.
You didn't get the reference,
but the cat dog, I did.
Oh, cat dog! They don't have cat dog.
All right, thank you.
If you're
Paramount
trying
Plus, you can see it. I just saw that last night. It's on Paramount Plus, FYI.
Speaking of big L's,
Hey.
I bought those. I grabbed one of those fucking Nickelodeon baloney pieces of shit.
Hey, chill. There's only 400 Nickelodeons listed, so give it a
Fuck
minute.
Nickelodeon, fuck Nick Cannon, fuck fuck everybody.
Taxi, buy mine.
There's only like 10 lines listed, dude. So it's like,
that shit out here.
Taxi, I'll give you a deal right now. I'll give you 10% off of whatever I paid for my shit, and I'll send it right to you, okay?
Hey, don't blame me if you bought it at the wrong time. I think we might have bought the Nickelodeons at the lowest, so we're doing okay. But I mean, it's just like, just chill. There's only 400 listed. Once they come out with some utility, they are actually coming out with some utility.
Talk about buying at the wrong time.
You're actually the reasons why we bought. When Hecka and them were showing them off, we're like, we got to get on these necks.
Oh.
Yo, beware the DMs. Weird shit happens, and people just start going fucking balls to the fucking wall.
Balls to the wall.
Well, I hear sometimes you just gotta dox a couple times in your DMs.
I never hear thank yous. I was bitching about when shit goes
right?
Which I
never hear thank yous
all the
Thank
time.
for the Pepes or nothing.
I give Swag his due daily.
Taxi on this one.
I hear Sean thank me all the time, but in general around here, I don't hear shit. All I hear is bitching.
Dang. It's a
You know
struggle
what?
for me and you, Swag.
And it's true. Swag doesn't even have his own soundbite from Rudy, bro. That's kind of fucked up.
It is. I mean, Swag's a legend.
I'm okay with that.
I'm
okay with that.
Bro, when you look like me,
I guess Lil Ruthie takes Uber.
When you look like me and are redone in the art of Hemi, things happen. They said,
For
"Excuse
real.
me,
And why are you
excuse
guys
me."
like trying to like pimp out my mom for like all these sound bites? Like, yo, you don't think it's impressive that Roy and my mom got together last weekend and fucking banged out that shit? I don't know what they banged out, but I know we got some sound bites from that.
D Clay, I would wrestle you for Claymate.
So
You gotta
like, is
get
it really
Ruthie to
going to
do a
be
Baba
complaints
Booey.
about
If you've
Lil Ruthie
noticed,
right
D
now?
Clay isn't even here now.
And I tried to call my mom, went right
he had
to
2 sips of that golden
voicemail.
monkey and he passed out. Yeah.
I
Hey,
have always loved
hey, Stevie, play my
Latinos.
music. Play my music.
Why are you talking to me? Hold on a
Roy, play
second.
my music. Favoritism.
The champ is
I'm
here.
waiting for the El Taxi promo.
How are we getting organized with CNFTCon? Let's break that down with the boys.
Oh, word.
Yeah, that's what we got to bring it down.
I'm glad you brought that up. I was we were mentioning bringing that up, and this is as good a time as any. I'm amped for it.
I call the
Again,
shots.
you already know Beto calls the shots. You already know Cobra's got the kissing booth. You already know that D Clay is going to be wrestling for Clay. And there's going to be, I think, an ugly dance floor where Daddy's going to be showing everybody some moves and doing the Dougie and the sticky icky and all that shit up in there. As far as the logistics, I've been trying to get out there on Thursday, and I'm trying to holler out my brother Hemi right there. That's right. I'm hollering at Hemi. Organized guys. So to help get something printable, so we have like a banner. So I guess a good question for you is, how big of a banner can these motherfuckers make?
Yeah, what's the size?
As big as you want. Ooh.
Oh shit! You heard what he said.
So I mean, listen, and I'm mentioning that because CNFTCon does have their stuff. It is very well. They have like a provider, but it's very expensive, right? That's why I will not be going with CNFTCon with their stuff. I'll be going via the my route, which is a little bit more very much more affordable. So when
they let you bring in your own stuff, Serge? Like most
as
conference
long
centers.
as you could carry it, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as long as you can. Yeah, so when it comes,
shit's fucking pricey. Like a chair is like hundreds of dollars for like.
Exactly. Like a sofa's like 400, 500. If you want like an 8x8 banner, I think it's like roughly $800. Which the reality is, no, come on, you can get a portable banner, less than 100, for example. Print it out, you could take it home. And so what I was going to tell you guys is, I will be going. I'll be arriving there on the 7th. And I'm probably just gonna go and I'm gonna print my stuff out. Like there's you could do it via Vista Print. You could do it via FedEx has portable banners. But for the desk and where to sit, right? So I mean, Walmart is there, IKEA is there, but I just wanted to ask you guys, because you guys got half of it, right? Which I want you to feel like home. But what are you guys doing for the sitting component?
Bless you for giving us so much space. Because
it's too big, brother.
Deep.
It's too big. Ask Ruthie. It's too big.
I have always loved Latinos.
I heard Shark Tank was gonna share the space too.
On my side, my boy. No, but it's
I have always loved Latinos.
Swag gets all the territorial. Swag is like you're keeping 1/3, motherfucker.
I was bringing a marker to draw a line.
Swag will be measuring.
I didn't know what the status on actual seats and all that shit was. Knowing that Walmart's up in that piece, I'll definitely go grab a handful of that shit. Beto is the whale of the crew, so we're going to try to convince him to get us a nice couch from at least the Salvation Army or something, and slide that up in the motherfucker.
They make pretty good inflatable couches. I've had at conventions. They're pretty impressive.
There it is, actually.
And Baba knows about those inflatable things, as you all know.
By beanbag chairs.
Baba Booey.
Hey yo.
Yeah. But what we do need, Serge, I know we're gonna need access to a plug or something, because Roy has
D Clay is there. He's the plug, bro.
Setup mobile, but it's Wall of Wednesdays. Listen,
10 a.m.
You know
PST,
what it is?
my
So
boy.
Wednesdays, I learned. But we're gonna need electricity. I don't know if that's something that whatever. But besides that,
then let's go
now I know
half
we
and
need
half.
chairs.
We're gonna go half and half on the electricity. Electricity is I think it's 130 to 200
Sick ass fool.
Per outlet.
No.
Per outlet.
per outlet. Ooh,
Yeah,
them
you
boys.
better bring that
Sick
fucking
ass
light back up.
fools.
You
better bring
know,
a surge
Vicalicious
or
is
something
going
like
to need
that.
a lot of lights, so I'm just
Surge.
saying.
Surge,
You fucking
seriously.
bring
Bring that pocketbook out, Big Daddy.
A lot of
Bring
lights
that
for
checkbook
what?
out.
Is there the cosmic
It's a lot
Adonis
of
just going to
lights.
stand out front and just like pose for us to like lure everyone
He's going to
in?
be on a pedestal, man.
Yo,
Could
y'all seen those
reflect
like?
all the light if I was there.
Yo, we're gonna have to
Big
paint the
Yo,
gold.
kick
Are you
him up,
kidding me?
boy. Sick ass fool.
Surge,
Swag Beato's gonna sign some headshots. He's got headshots.
Surge, you're
He's gonna
gonna
sign
let us. You're gonna let
We got the
us live at
kissing
your
booth
table.
with Conrad.
You're letting us live at your table, so we're gonna pay the electricity for whatever plugs we need. So
I'm on more right now. Then all good.
Hey yo.
I think it's $70 for some internet too. I ain't joking. That's for
Hey,
fucking
listen,
ignorant.
Shut the tits up.
Yeah, it's $7.50 for. I'm not joking. I have a booth too. I'm not just
Daddy's
making
going
numbers up.
5G, baby.
Right.
5G
Yeah,
LTE.
hotspots. Who's got hotspots?
Chronic, you're across the street from us, right? I feel like the Ugly Bros booth and the NFA booth is right across the way.
Send us an extension cord, bro.
Hey, that's dope. I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be stealing power from y'all. Ugly
Like
got
wild
the
card.
fucking. We don't have no sponsors.
I was
We
actually saying the same thing, bro.
self-fucking-funded. We're gonna be stealing power, homies.
El Duque's gonna bring the generator
Hey,
for
sick
us, so
ass
we're gonna be
fool.
good.
Hey, we're not even using a dock. It's $150 for that dock. We coming through the front door. Fuck that dock. It's $150 to. No, I'm not joking, Stevie.
Are they
This is how
a
they
la
make their
carte
money.
everything?
Oh, of
dude,
course.
conferences print money, man. Conferences print money.
Damn.
Everything's cheap except
reality. Let me
it's
just say
cheap to
something.
get the booth. It's expensive to get that labor.
Got
We're gonna have to start liquidating NFTs, bro.
Hey, shout out
This
to all
is
the
all
players.
a fucking stagecoach. This is union, big unions right here.
Shit, bro. I'm gonna start selling NFTs right now. Liquidate my shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, we need to raise more money. Get a swag beetle.
No, I ain't lying. It's $750 for internet. It's like they make all their money for a table. It's like $800 for a table. That's why you go buy. That's why they tell you to go buy a TV and throw the bitch away rather than like rent one. Cause
no joke, for real.
Yeah, for real. I'm not making shit up. This is
Yeah,
like
man.
legit.
You get a TV for like $150 and shit, $200.
Yeah, they rent. I'm telling you, it's like $175 for an outlet. It's crazy. It's
We need to do a wild cards car wash so we can save some money up.
Okay, right? Everybody get there on a Thursday, so Friday we
Yo,
wash
can we
cars.
do that shit and fun Wallet Wednesday too, or what?
Hey, how y'all think we feel, bro? We motherfuckers, this shit ain't. Look, everybody don't know this shit is not free. So much love to all the projects that are forking out a lot of money in this downturn, because like this shit ain't free.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, you have electricity. You just dropped a lot of money. Whoa,
Bro, it's $175 per outlet, yo. You think it's silly? Like them motherfuckers.
That's nuts. But I get
crazy.
it. I mean, in a way, if you need it, if you need the outlet, you need it. I mean, people are going to pay.
Okay, so listen, anybody who comes to our booth,
it might not be per outlet, homie. It might not be her outlet. I might
Right. But I get what you're saying.
Is
But I mean,
for
they
real,
can.
though.
We get it though. If you need internet, they're going to charge you for it. It's just like when you go on the cruise.
No, it is
they charge you an
$750
arm
for
and
it.
a leg to use the internet, even though you barely internet in the ocean. But they still charge you a ton.
Do you understand what that is?
Taxi's getting back on the ocean.
$750 for internet? Get the fuck out of here.
Uh-oh, here we go. Bangs are out.
Where you at, bro? This is big.
You can assume we'll have 5G
it's
right
like
there,
Vegas
though.
Convention Center. It's like they're gonna be like a bunch of other conventions. Like I in my real job, we had a thing at the Javits Center. We had to pay $2,500 for 2 chairs and a high top table. Like, and that was the cheapest option you could get.
That's crazy, man.
That's the cost, huh?
Yeah,
that was what it is. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got corporate like sponsors that just pay for the freaking, just as a write-off. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
It's big money.
Can
bro.
we use this as a write-off?
This is Freeman.
Yeah,
Freeman
if we became a business, yeah, we could.
Very quickly, but the reality is, like, for example, we went to a booth and I paid a solid $10K CAD, so that rounds up to let's say $7,500, right? And we got everything included. We got the television, we got the banners printed out, and I've been going back, and that's why it's just like it's a little bit.
Canada's like helps you out, like gives you
Yeah,
stuff
I
for
mean,
free.
like, you know, it does help out. So
You get like
that's why I was just like, you know
healthcare, and
what?
like you get like your money if you have an idea. Yeah, this is America. We'll take every dollar we can get off you.
You guys gotta chill, guys. Crypto Cap, they ain't gonna let you talk.
Crypto Cat, put that
Hey,
hand
that's
down.
called a
First of
Harry
all,
dog.
just speak up, bro.
Yo, Crypto Cat got a fucking say, bro?
And this sick ass
Yo,
fool's got his
bro.
hand up for the last half hour.
Sick ass
Come
Chill,
on,
man.
man.
Doing his
What
best
you got,
Rory
brother?
impression.
I'm over here doing my continuing education for my paramedic update, so I'm just listening
Sick
in
ass
and
fool,
waiting for my
dog.
time. But I just want to say I'm going to be walking around with hotspots, so if anybody needs Wi-Fi, I'll be
This fool
renting
said
out my
hotspot, bro.
hotspot.
I'm
I'll
done,
be
bro.
renting out my hotspot.
Emilio, fool.
Okay, and then second thing, I just want to get your attention up to the top. Shout out to my guy Mike from Thugly Ducklings. He got canceled. He got canceled by Cardano Thor today, so I told him I would pin his tweet up to the top and just spread a little bit of the word for Thugly Ducklings since I help out over there. And
Wait,
yeah,
what happened?
Yo, why
What
he
happened
got
with
You gotta
canceled,
Thor?
bro?
elaborate on that, bro.
Yo,
Hey,
tell us, dog.
can you okay, can I say it the right way? Cardano Thor had to cancel his show today, but he's gonna
there you
bring
go.
him back another day. Is that
Oh,
There
you
you go.
said you
is that the
cancel him.
way? Is that the way?
You said
Yes,
you
yes,
slammed him.
exact, Serge.
Okay,
Exact,
okay.
Serge.
Just don't fucking
Oh,
fuck the
phew.
man.
No,
Jeez,
no, I
why you
wasn't.
gotta
Fool,
say
He's the
it
new
like
white
that?
boy.
What's going on
Hey,
with my
better,
two
bro.
Thugly
Fuck that fool.
Ducklings? What the heck they
Bro, the
do?
way you said that was it like like he did
Oh, my
something.
bad. My
Thor.
bad. My bad.
We love you, bro.
I hit my dad rig like an hour ago, so I'm just
Sick ass
talking
Oh,
in a
cat.
good, bro,
monotone voice.
but you gave me a heart attack. I was like, what the
Hey,
heck
sick ass
happened?
cat,
That's
bro.
why I had to clarify that shit. Like, let me
I
speak
like
in
how
terms that we
Serge
understand.
translates, dude. Yeah.
Daddy
Shit, we're gonna get
knows.
wild hands.
Sorry, y'all.
Who's coming up to the wild cards condo?
Your mom.
Oh, so
Hey,
Detroit.
Wow.
Got it.
yo, Swag, you bringing your mom?
I'm coming solo.
Nah, bro.
Damn.
Wild
Sick
cards,
ass fool,
bitches.
dígale a la verga, me la pelan.
Actually,
Declare
I'm
see through the people. I'm a fucking Spartan kick
Hey,
you when I open the
y'all,
door.
You
really
wish my
quick, like a
boss
big,
stop to kick the shit out of you.
You
y'all
gotta
know
get
the
a sweep kick though.
My foot
Bro,
probably
you
go
gotta get
right
a
over
sweep
your head
kick.
though.
Did he
Yo,
say
you wish,
Spartan kick?
homie. I'll kick the fuck out of you, fucking Swag.
I'm
I'll make you
carpooling
pay
down
every
there with
drink I
Big
have in
Joe.
You
Vegas, bro.
standing straight up,
Where the
you would
weed
hit
at?
me right in the nuts.
Swag, I'll make you pay every drink that I have in fucking Vegas, bro. Guarantee
We're
you
gonna
that shit, bro.
bring some
Every drink, bro. I
Y'all
have to
bring
pay
some
for that
boxing
shit.
gloves.
some
Y'all
You know what I'm
got
kid
saying?
gloves.
some kid
Swag and
gloves
D
for D
Clay
Clay in the
sound like them
condo.
people that did jujitsu for 10 years but don't know how to punch anybody and just run away.
Hey, as long as I
Hey,
get,
Oh,
as
hey,
long as I get
man.
my
look
fucking
at
free drinks, all
shoot
good.
him at the big alligator.
That's fucked up, bro. Hey, see that to me, please, Sean. That's
You
fucked
know
up,
some
bro.
fools gonna get
Bruh,
punched in the face at that
bro, you
No,
at
already
that's
that
know I
fucked up,
came
bro.
from the
UCC war.
streets, dude. I can back anything I say up. I ain't got nothing I'm worried about.
What are you
Hey,
trying to say, bro? You trying to fight me, bro?
D Clay,
Damn, son.
chill with the
Hey,
Adonis, my boy.
Damn, son. You ain't doing me like this, dog.
Oh,
I
and
ain't fucking with you,
Papa.
I
bro.
love
Don't
you,
make
bro,
Vic
but
Damn,
Licious
dog.
use his tools, man.
That's fucked up, bro. Letting you know,
See
bro.
what happens. See what happens.
You got to choose when to use your tools. You got to take a breath and live in the moment. You got to recite the all love and baby girl multiple times. Okay, you get it, everybody? Let's get back on
Nah,
Preach
track
it.
for
bro.
Preach
crying
it.
out loud. Come on
Nah,
now,
Stevie,
bro.
D-Clay.
shave your beard off after that.
You wish, bro.
Whoa. You're saying, can you imagine? Are you, oh, Swag.
You get mad feminine, my guy.
So what's the next one? What's the next one? What's good?
listen, I'm ordering electricity for the booth to speak right now.
yo,
Yes.
Serge,
I'm
Yo.
I
ordering
want
mini
you to bring
hotspots.
utility like these ETH projects.
What you
Yo,
want, Conic?
I want these.
Stop
I want
taking my idea.
utility like these ETH projects. All right, that's what I'm asking
You
from
want me
you,
to
my
bring?
brother.
What do you?
I want you to. You see what Gutter Cat shit bringing up top? I'm
What?
going to GutterCon this weekend, and we're gonna like put something together. Just see how it is, and I hope to eventually, like next year, I hope Cardano NFTs is on that level. Cause like by owning one thing like Cobra's profile pic, you get like $1,000 worth of free shit, whether it be we got brunch at the whatever something spoon, the Wicked Spoon, and you got a fucking Cosmopolitan nightclub, you got Top Golf. I mean, just like you bringing it's cool utility. That's what I'm saying. Like I think that's what Fetnam's bringing at that after party. That's what I'm looking. A bunch of the projects to do like they're doing. So my bad. I heard a bunch of y'all asking what they were doing. I just pinned a couple things up top. I have no fucking clue what they're doing, but I'm in it for the ride. So
Shout out to DA Sales, by the way. That's a fire PSP, brother. Hell yeah.
You want to hear the ultimate utility that I'm bringing? You want to hear? I'm bringing daddy hugs.
That's what's up.
Oh, that's what's up.
I like it.
Bruh,
I'm bringing a Ziploc bag.
Can I throw this out there real quick today? Just real quick mini work story. So I work with all these like tough redneck or angry old men, right? And I had to go to another unit to help out with this little bullshit cog. And I see a guy I know. And he's like, "Oh, Sean, I was hoping to see you here." And I said, "Bring it in, man." And I give him this big old hug. And like the 65-year-old operator looks at me and he goes, "I don't even shake this man's hand in the morning. What the hell are you doing to give him a hug?" And I said, "Hey, man, he gives wonderful hugs. And I give wonderful hugs. And if you ever need one, I can give you one." He's like, "I don't fucking hug anybody." But he laughed.
Not financial advice.
So I'm just saying, I had a lot of hugs at work today. You don't see that in oil refineries very often.
Dang. Spreading the love. Using the tools.
TikTok that shit.
That's the NFT effect.
Dick Rider.
Cosmic Adonis.
It's fucking swag.
10-4, good
Love
buddy.
swag.
All right, so listen,
Riding
what's next
that
on the
meat.
agenda? What's good? Listen. We're gonna move it on because that's what we're gonna do. Question for anybody. Two options. Do we want to talk about this ADA handle stuff and what you know, what you want to know? Did you get a bunch of 3 digits or 4 digits? Do you not give a fuck? Do you see some sort of something about that? Some utility? Anybody? I see from your silence, nobody gives a fuck.
Go ahead, Serge. I know you have like 30, bro.
I got 8, but actually I wanted to bring something to Chronic because Chronic was talking about bringing utility. Chronic, we've done 2 meetups so far, and every time Ugly pays, and Ugly's going to the West Coast. You know what's gonna happen? Ugly's gonna fucking pay again.
Yep.
West Coast.
Hey, that's
I was like,
Give me a third.
Gatos locos forever.
but
My man gonna be bouncing around leading up to CNFT Con.
Yeah.
Hey, big
I got the axe throwing
slanging
place.
that big dangalang my way, homie. Slang your ass to the mid, big boy, and then I'll start fucking
Oh,
shower. Hey, no, hey, come my way, big boy. You know I'm gonna be fucking showering you with some hugs and kisses. Listen.
Damn.
Let's
I
go.
like
But listen, the reality is, if there was
Let's
more
go.
liquidity,
No,
like,
I'm with you.
if I had some more, listen, if you got some of that ETH liquidity, that royalty liquidity, ooh, baby, you could open up worlds.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's up.
Money is
I
there.
believe in you, brother. I believe in you as my
No, I
boy.
know.
I'm just
you got
saying,
this.
like, this is where
Very,
we
very
need you to go, and you revolutionize in the
Y'all want me to go to
space.
ETH? Give me a second.
No, I don't need you to go to ETH. I just need you to bring what ETH's bringing and learn. Like I'm learning. That's why I'm going to this. I'm putting money to network with these motherfuckers, right? And then I'm gonna see how they roll, and I'm gonna try to incorporate it to Cardano. Now, I don't know whether it's just
I like
or
that
not.
Chronic.
That's
I
what
like
you
that
need
a
to
lot,
do.
actually, because I think like we have to like embody what they're doing because like
They're
they still
first
have the
movers.
wag me attitude. I don't know if like CNFT section like has that quite like right now, but they still have it,
But what about Ugly Bros potions that get you on the ETH chain?
That's what's
Just
up.
saying.
That's what's up.
No, but I always said it. We are going to Ethereum. Like we've been designing something ape related going to Ethereum. That's going to be very interesting. To try and bring some of that market into Cardano, right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's no, you need to go to ETH. I'm just saying, let's just try to take some awesome shit that when Vassal can come out and incorporate these smart contracts and bring this shit to us. You be the fucking pioneer, you know what I mean? Like, why not? I mean, you already gonna be. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just gonna, I can't implement it. I'm not a dev. I'm just gonna go there as a consumer. They're gonna sell me a product. I am the product. I'm gonna then come back with a little video and be like, damn, that's a fire party. I hope we could do that.
But I mean,
No. It's not for me to. I'm not you're the fucking visionary. So look.
But everybody has a different way. Like our ways is art, right? Like our thing is art based. You got the Angel Baby Hit Squad that they're forking up roughly. That one night party is going to be $20K, for example. Like goats and it's a lot of money spent in that party, and that's for So if you hold a Go Tribe, if you hold the Clay, an Angel Baby Hit Squad, or what's the other one? The
Rakendo,
you get
digital
access
low
to the
life, all
party,
that shit.
right?
Yeah. That's good shit. That's what's up. You fucking
Yeah.
right.
I think that's utility.
Gucci gang.
I like
They're
people that
Arthur
spend their
Joseph too. I think it's
liquidity to
Arthur
try to
Joseph.
bring more liquidity in, though, too. So, like, search.
Well, you got it. But
Daddy.
for example, me justifying something like that right now, I'm gonna be rugging this shit in a month if I do that. That's the reality, right? My focus is art, and we got what we're bringing in Chronic. We got a lot of shit coming.
Well, the way that you've thought about the way you handled your money
Bruce.
from mint to now, we know you're thinking long term.
Oh, bro, I
all the
liquidated that
details.
shit the same fucking day. You don't play around with it. You don't play around with money in this game, and many do. I'm not calling anybody out, but people wish ADA was gonna go up.
Does that come from your background though? From like having from like you having like a business and stuff like that? Like you took that knowledge over to that and applied it.
100%. So I mean, for those who know, like for example, I own I've been a trainer for a decade. I started with nothing, and I ended up with with a studio with 40 plus trainers, billions in revenue a year, right? That's why I'm very analytical with the money, and in blockchain, you could see what people make, right? Like if you sold out at this day, it's 80. We sold out at 87 cents. Imagine if I'm waiting for a Hail Mary. That would be very irresponsible on my behalf, right? So I mean, yeah, there's some plans, there's some stuff.
That's so true, though.
But let me tell you, it's gonna take us. Clay is the one that's doing big things when it comes to partnerships and stuff like that. It's not that it's not possible for these other projects. It's that they have to gear very differently. And here's the reason. I remember back in October when Claymates did Good Charlotte, right? And Good Charlotte opened up the door to Champ, because Champ and Benji know each other, right? But I remember weed every day. Yeah, that too. But I remember
He paid him a lot.
Yeah, I remember Benji interacting, and Benji says, "Hey, whenever you want to collab, let me know." But the reality is, they already fucking did it with Clay. What the fuck am I going to be doing collabing with Benji, for example, right? That's how I see things. But yeah, I mean, we'll see where this goes. But the reality is, Ethereum is a little bit more hot. I'll just say that.
Well, they got, and the thing is, there's a few of y'all that understand it. I mean, obviously, FET understands the game. Why can there be a certain couple projects on ETH that are doing it just a little different? Obviously, they got the VC funding and shit. But you know what I'm saying, Serge? I don't know. I can't figure it out. I haven't seen it yet.
But which ones, for example? Because Gutter, because here's the reality. What's Gutter?
They got Yuga, right? Yuga's maybe the big money behind them. Is that what this kind of is? I mean,
some of them have that VC money, but at the end, I don't know, if you spend time in ETH, they're just doing. They think different. Bigger.
That's what I'm saying, though, sir. That's what I mean. It's just like you and I can't do it. I would do it. These dudes just have bigger visions and they fucking just do shit bigger. And yes, their liquidity and their shit's more, but I don't know. It's wild. I hope, like I said, it's just I was not here last time, so I don't know where we are. And I'm just hoping,
it comes down to money. I think, Ron, because
exactly, brother.
It comes down to money. The reality is I look at that party and I mean they're already hosting it and
tons of money behind that shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean let's see what that's gonna do for them, right? It's gonna please a lot of holders.
They're trying to get some money. Yeah, they're trying to recoup their investment. It's all marketing in the long run.
But for example, that's why we're doing expo shows. So we're gonna be actually what's that NFT project? CryptoPunks? Is that what it is?
What, the OG? Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna be Cypher Kicks and Ugly. We're gonna be at the convention and we're gonna have something. There's gonna be a lot of NFT people from Ethereum. So for example, we're doing our best to get situated, right? But the reality is, I'm going to say it right now, us projects needs to start mingling, and I've started to with Ethereum projects and Ethereum people. You are right about that because it's a whole different fucking world there. Very, very different, but bigger bags, right? Swag.
Yeah, Swag, what's up? Yeah, I totally agree though. I agree.
Hey. So, big question here, Sergi.
Oh,
So,
he
what are you gonna
Where's
do
this Swag
as a
sound?
project owner when your boy here starts getting on that Gucci gang, Gucci-O, I'm gonna short your shit and I'm gonna make bread off your downfall?
Let's go, motherfucker. I mean, isn't the community the one that decides that?
Hell yeah.
Do you
Question, yeah.
think CNFT is ready for shorting though?
Well, I mean, if you heard that guy speak, he's a like,
I hear that. I mean, he's got his points. I mean, I
he has
understand it's
great
part of
points,
the game, but like, are we too small and like too new to where like it can be shorted in either way? It could be shorted because the project sucks, or it could be shorted because the whales want to get more. Like, I just think like they're too easy. CNFT is too easily influenced to be part of the shorting game as of now, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I mean that's just my take. Like, I understand it's part of the game and all that, and maybe I should look into it as an opportunity to build my bags. But like, I think it's like still too soon.
Yeah, I mean, like, but so, I mean, I don't fear it. I just wish those funds that, I mean, he did sell 33,000 NFTs, so he collected a big fucking bag, and he did that. Shots, God bless him. Everybody could do whatever the fuck they want with their money at the end of the day. The only thing I don't like about Monad is he's been complaining about projects dropping. He's been complaining about projects treating NFTs as businesses. Anybody could do whatever the fuck they want. And I know, and that's why him creating this, I don't know the guy, but it's not a shock. And you know who I'm fucking concerned? I'm fucking concerned about those projects that what happens if your heart is in the right intention and let's say you get a bag and some motherfuckers out there, they unite and they short you, right? Well, now what's going to happen is, oh, well, fuck them. We get the money, but they're going to rug. We've seen this happen before.
Right.
What happened when
So that's your answer? You're gonna rug?
There's so many projects though that probably rug that are just honest people and just never were given the chance. And I think the shorting can easily set that up for like so many people. Yes, there's bad actors, but I think there's like good people out there that tried and just weren't given that chance.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a great tool. Like, if people are gonna have fun, but I'm more concerned about the projects that their intentions are good and they just they get positioned bad because what happens?
Totally.
If you short me, I get fudded, my floor price goes down. I'm still gonna be here. Like what Swag said, you're gonna rug. I'm still gonna be here, but
that's totally fine. But like, if the community is not there to buy it up, your floor goes down, and then like your project could be looked at as a little bit less appealing because of all of this stupid nonsense. And so like that's like where like I'm at.
Yeah, these are very difficult times when it comes to projects, and not everybody's minting. Like, did Ore drop the supply? By the way.
No, or it didn't drop the supply as far as I know. They just pushed it back to the end of the month. I mean, B-Boys dropped their supply, but they were at like 50, like they were at like 5K when they decided that. So maybe they like already hit a certain number. And then Fluffy also too recently dropped their supply. So like, those are the two ones that I know of that dropped their supply. I think B-Boys might have hit their mark though and then decided. But that's like my take.
Can I ask my question now?
Yeah, sorry, Cobra.
Cobra? Right. I don't know. You have to wait, bro.
All right, give me a second. In layman fucking terms, can you explain how this shortening shit impacts NFTs? Can somebody fucking please in layman terms?
I think it doesn't impact, like, once if let's say for example he put the math out there. Basically, let's say I sell out. And the reality is I'm not doing my job. And a group, and those investors now say, fuck it, let's short him. There's a way to bring down the floor price all the way down and collect it back. I just don't know the process of that. And Chronic knows. Chronic, you remember we spoke about this one time and I told you some motherfucker is gonna come up with this? You remember that night?
Yes, I do.
How dare you? Chronic doesn't remember. Chronic was giving me shit like, nah, man, that would be horrible. But look, some motherfucker now did it. And we're gonna see
I
how
don't
this.
hear you, my brother. I'm downstairs, my dude. I'm
I
with
know.
you, sir.
But do you remember when we had this
Yeah,
conversation, Chronic?
absolutely. This could be. It's supposed to. You need shorts because it's just like if it's supposed to like create the fair market value of that project. So if something was inflated, I'm not good at it. I'm fucked up right now, guys. Sorry, man. But yes, Serge, I am fucked up. Yeah, I remember you saying that
Hey,
shit, bro.
hey, we love you.
Absolutely.
We
Love
love
it.
you fucked up and
I
know
love
that.
it, Chronic.
I don't know if it's good for the space or not. I honestly don't know
Because
right
they
now.
do
Because
it
it's
on ETH, you know? Like, I
what they
get it,
doing
but
on
there's the
Soul.
volume to buy
Hacker
it up.
news.
Yeah, but still, I get what you guys are saying, but in theory, what the fuck are we talking about shortening a project? What's that?
Do you understand shorting stocks, Cobra?
Exactly. That's exactly the reason why I'm asking
Okay,
for a
so
layman
like
terms
basically
explanation.
like say a stock's worth $100, but like according to like the value and this and that, Hemi can break it down into better terms and stuff. But say it's not really worth $100. Typically, what ends up happening in the stock world is FUD starts to come out. You'll see like information come out about this or that, and then they're trying to bring down the price. So what's going to happen? The NFT world is basically a project is mints at 50, goes up to 100, and then gets fudded because for one reason or another, whether it's true FUD or not, we have to decipher that. And then also too, meanwhile, people could be selling into the FUD, could be taking the floor. Maybe projects just don't recover from this said FUD that was never even true to begin with, but it took maybe a week to figure out that it was never true. You get what I'm saying? There's just so many aspects to it. But that's what happens with shorting is like they say, this isn't worth this price. So, and these are the reasons why we're shorting this project. And like investors, like institutions, when they short a project, they have
Let's
to
get
state
Hector.
the reasons why
Where's
they are
Hector?
shorting it.
Okay, so in other words, what you're telling me is that some dude created a fucking platform to let the community decide if it's worth a price. Is that what I'm fucking listening?
Basically. But then if you add in bots and how everybody
You
can
can make
flood
money off
something,
of it.
but yeah,
You can make
but you
money
can
off it
make
going
money off
down.
of
Yeah,
shorting
yeah.
it too. So like you could say this thing
It's
got
crazy.
pumped up to 150, Cobra. You could be like, this thing went up to 150. That ain't worth that price. You could start shorting it and you can make money on that end.
All right, so Cobra,
On the
check this
different.
out. So usually there's only a long, right? So usually you can only buy, say, Kongs and hope it goes up. Okay, so now by shorting it, you make money on the way down. So as it's at $70 and it gets to 35, you just 100% your money. Just like if it's 70, it gets to 140, you 100% your money. So all it is telling you the fair market value of that fucking NFT project. So
Yeah, I
say
think
it's like
it.
we think something's a rug. Say something we think that's like a shitty ass rug and it's pumped. And like all of a sudden it mints and it's like 1,000 floor price. We all short the shit down to the fucking 30 it's supposed to be and we all make a 33x on the way to win, and that project goes to the dump where it's supposed to be. Now, if it's a good project, it's going to get bought up, and we're going to get short squeezed, and people are going to eat us up, and we're going to get, whatever. Like, it's the opposite. It tells you where the market should be at that price. Like, y'all get my
But with
point?
ADA, the volume's not there for the shorting game, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like things can just get fudded like totally incorrectly.
Well, that's
So like
fact.
we're talking like fair market value and this and that, but I think someone could easily FUD something, and it could have been at its fair market value if we were to consider something fair market value. I'd like to hear Hemi's take.
But how is this platform going to work though? Isn't it it's a 1-to-1 though, right? It's not
Like you
there's
buy an NFT, you lend it out, and then you get that
right, but
ADA,
like
and then
the
you
guy
buy
who
it.
creates it's not like he's not like the backing house like when you do like in a stock situation. It's like it's almost like a gamble against each other, right?
Right,
It
they
is basically.
collateralize
Yeah, that's
Peppers
what it
has his
sounds
hand
They
like.
up.
It
need
doesn't.
over collateralized. They need over collateral, and
Peppers has his
it's
hand up. He
risky
might have
shit.
some insight. Yeah, I
Yeah,
see you
so
laughing.
yeah, I see where Chronic is coming from, and I agree with him 100%. My only concern is with manipulation and how people within can probably buy a project that maybe doesn't have that much support, but is doing well in the market, buy the project, short it, fund the project a lot, and usually with real stocks you have the government, there's agencies that prevent you from doing things like that and manipulating a stock in a crazy way.
Heisenberg's like
But
awesome at that.
don't you though? Like,
But in
Heisenberg.
Cardano, we
But
don't
don't you
have
like have to like submit a document of the reasons why you're shorting a project as like an investor and institution? And we're not going to have that on Web3. I get that it happens on E.
Here, I like that these tools are being created because that's the whole fucking point about decentralization, right? They can do it. That doesn't mean we have to like it or use it. So I think it's gonna be up to the community. I think a lot of people will use it and will make money from it. I also think that a lot of people are gonna lose money because of it. Like for you to win, someone else has to lose with this tool.
Peppers, and a great example of this, when this cat started, he made that thread about the Kongs, and that space was there. The first instance, I asked him, what are you looking to accomplish off this? And he was like, I just want to make it aware. But we all know the reality, like what that FUD brought. A lot of people.
That would be an amazing short.
Exactly. People would short it.
The space bots as well, right?
But space bots. So, who makes money? The platform makes money, right? That's why, like, you wanted to eliminate all these shit ass profile picture projects. Now you're gonna make profit by doing that. God's work in a way, which
like Vegas, baby, the house always wins.
Yeah, that's a side of me that's not.
That's crazy.
One of the other things, Sergio. One of the other things, like fake information, fake alpha, basically. People photoshopping things or trying to be partnered with something.
Exactly.
Destroying a project, right?
That happens in real life, though. It happens every day in real life. Pink sheet stocks, and that's what the SEC does not regulate. That's what Gary Gensler that it can't. So it's the Wild Wild West, and
that's true. But that's why I'm saying, like, we don't have the liquidity to buy up the fake FUD. Like,
we just got to be careful.
Think about this. Like, any project gets shorted, right? And an alpha group decides to go, ham on it, right? And then shout out to the alpha groups out there. Hey, but like, that's what I'm.
Look, it's just the way. All it is the way to make money on the way down. That's it. Everything, it's another way to make money on the way down, and then you can manipulate it on the way up and down. So if you're smart, let's figure out a way to fucking make money on the way up and down. That's what the hedge funds do. That's what they do to us.
Well, that's what I thought. Just playing along with the game.
Well, that's what they do.
Because we see stuff that's like, hey, this ain't worth its price. It's gonna go down. We see that stuff too. But like, I don't know. I don't think it's good for the space.
It's not
right
now.
Just
moving Web 2 to they're just
but
moving.
Because it's only one to one though. For me to make money, then Taxi's got to lose money. Sorry, Taxi, you're the closest one to me. Like, love you, buddy.
Girl, but that's a buddy for me.
That's how it works.
But right. But like, at least I think in like web real life, you feel like you're taking it from like the man. Here, like we're like it's the same.
It's much more intimate.
It's like peer to peer, taking money from him. We're like laughing.
So
like I said, y'all flooded my Kong bags. Y'all just cost me $6,000 USD, and y'all laughing at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, ha ha. You know what I mean? Like, what's so funny? Like, is it true or is it facts? Is it false? Like, because if it's fucking false, that makes me upset because it's fun, and I gotta. That's the type of shit we deal with. And then if it's because, and then like Tal and them are my homies, like, yeah, I'm buying at 9. I'm like, well, fuck you. I could have sold at 35. You know what I mean? I got 4 kids. But that's why we all big boys and we got to take profit. So,
and that's exactly why, bro. That's exactly why I'm like, fuck it. I'm flip mode, bro.
Dog
that
eat
shit.
dog cold, bro. You get
crazy.
shit on and you get 0 and your family ain't eating and you fighting with your ladies because you ain't got no food and you talking to profile pictures. Get your fucking money, dog.
Yeah.
Coming from 2 years.
Swag's got his head up for some reason.
Bring back the bitmap, man.
Hey,
Peppers,
wait a minute. Swag has his hand up. Wait a minute, Peppers.
Go ahead.
Oh shit, my bad. So someone said alpha group, so I just show my hand because TGT. We in the hand. But anyway,
Jelly belly.
Yeah. I'm sure in all y'all's bags. Go ahead.
So them alpha groups can be the
Short,
biggest bag holders as well. Don't play yourselves. Don't think they just always these fucking smartest people in the fucking room. They sometimes the
We the
dumbest and the
smartest,
rich with
we
the
the
most
best.
money.
We're making the
Don't
most
put,
money. We don't lose money. Never L's. Never L's. That's chronic.
That's right.
He's
I
the
said
expert on
hammy.
that.
not me, dog. I'm always Ellen.
Get your creamies.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Jim Cramer Alpha Groups. Yeah.
Jim Cramer.
Peppers, what's good? Why you got your hand up, bro? Just
Bro, I'm working on
Tag's
here at the
uncomfortable.
same
He's like,
time.
put your hand down.
So when someone says Peppers, I just talk. Listen, I just have some questions, maybe for people who know more about Solana than I do. But what is there a tool like this one in Sol? Because like what I've seen so far is like in the Sol community is like a lot of support, a lot of growth, even during the bear market. So when you have a shorting tool and it's being used a lot, that just shows
Yeah,
the
they just
market
turn
that
off the network.
There
They
has,
They just turn the network off.
There
and
is
then,
one?
They run
Yes.
everybody and they turn it on and off.
Is it popular?
I don't think it made a big difference, is what I was told the other day.
Okay.
On any
Yeah.
platform, ETH or Sol.
Yeah.
So
It's
if it
just
wasn't
new
that bad on
news
ETH,
and
it's not going to
it's
be big as it
talkable
won't be
and
bad here.
conversations.
It's just people needs
It's
education on
nothing.
what it is.
I'm
People
just
don't even
talking
understand
shit.
what it is, and it could be a useful tool to make money on the way down.
Yeah.
You know, it's not always a negative thing. It's just, people need to be taught what it is.
Yep.
Swag mania.
All I know is no
Including
one knew how to explain it well. And if you can't explain something simply, you don't really understand it. So we all need to do our own research.
Swag mania.
All right.
That's right. I said hammy.
It's always swag mania though, so it's all good.
Absurd.
Stevie's hotbox the shit out of his grow room. He can barely talk right now.
I'm sweating my face off here, and if Lucy's
He
in
be
here,
melting
no,
that
I'm not
last
sweating
hour,
my
bro.
nuts off.
How's your health status, Stevie? How's the big, the medical stuff? You good?
My wound,
chiquistriquis.
my wound, my chiquistriquis,
I don't
don't want to talk about my chiquistriquis unless El Duque's here. Is El Duque in the house right now? So
Duque
no
in the house. I don't
chiquistriqui
know what
talk for
happened.
you today, my
He's
friends.
getting ready for his show on Sunday. He's not here.
He's living the American dream.
I wish I was
It
living
was
El
all his
Duque's
dream.
life. Dude's fucking awesome. And you already know who thinks he's really handsome.
Crawfish
El Duque
boy.
es muy guapo.
My mom thinks he's really guapo. So shout out to El Duque wherever you are.
According
moving
to
along.
that means handsome.
I think she said est, but she tried. I love my mom. So okay, we talked about this. We talked about Ore. We talked about Kong. Any other info on the Kongs? No.
Well, Stevie,
anything?
really quick, Stevie. Like, you went pretty big on Ore, and you got that one, like that 100 club. Talking about it.
I'm frustrated as shit. It's again, like Cobra was saying, artwork. I was amped about. Same thing, like again, owning some art that I like, regardless of utility. That I love fucking utility. That's where most of my shit is going at this point, anyways, for many reasons, except for art that I love. So that project, out of 10, sneak peeks, I thought like 7 were fucking fire. So I'm like, all right, I'm down to mint. They were hyping the shit, and it was exciting. But again, those letdowns. Now, does that mean they can't recover from a letdown?
Yo, you got a ring?
I got a ring.
Hey,
did you get
how
one,
much you want
Swag?
for it?
What's that? How about
How
a
much
He
you trying to
wants?
look
Trying to
for?
go shopping and
Swag,
buy
do you have
stuff
a
out of
ring?
people's bags,
Did you
man.
not get one?
No, man, I don't got a ring. I was looking at them last night, almost FOMO'd in, and the one I was gonna buy at 600, someone scooped. So I was like, They dropped some
got the rings?
info on the rings in the Discord yesterday, what they provide. So
But don't you have an OG piece? Why didn't you get a ring?
that's not how it works, boss.
Okay, boss.
Not how it works, boss.
I'll kiss the
But
ring. Thank you.
But Baba, to answer your question,
Dang.
I'm let down. Like at this point, like shit. Like I'm planning for a certain day to mint something, so I'm preparing liquid in this place, doing this, excited for this, and what am I gonna let that shit burn a hole? I'm gonna fucking stake that shit, or provide liquid on this, and that, and make some instead of sitting there waiting to use
I
it
have
for
an
something.
OG piece too, so I'm gonna say my piece. We can all say we're disappointed. Yeah, the momentum was going good, like real good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You was feeling it.
Especially with
And
all their Twitter
Everyone
Spaces.
was feeling the momentum.
then that meant happened, and then here we are. Whatever shit happens, we're gonna keep
I just
rolling.
don't get. Yeah,
The
I just
hype
don't
ain't
get.
there.
Like,
We still buying.
yeah, I just don't get.
I'm still
Whatever, 2
buying,
weeks
but just
out.
not as many.
2 weeks out, they like
Just not.
what was the major problem? Like, I mean, it seems a little crazy that you're not minute at this point. You're saying a month, regardless. Like just logistically, it doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't have to make sense
Well,
to you. It's just how it's getting done.
well,
So just roll with it.
All
is
right.
that
I mean, like you said before, you can't explain it. That people understand it. Then it's the same logic here. If you can't
Yeah, but
explain
I
it to
don't
the
have
mass,
to. That's the thing.
oh yeah,
You have to
I
go
might
do your
actually.
own research. You're like begging for a reason. Like I don't got one.
Oh man, I'm good, man. I don't have any. I didn't drop 10K on a 101 with a plastic case. I'm good, man.
Yeah, I don't think anyone here did that. But let's be honest. What's the problem?
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
No problem.
To be honest, I didn't spend close to
On
that on
to the
my
next
OG.
one. On
But
to the
they got
next
to
one.
do something up until the end of the month. They
hey,
can't just be quiet up
hey,
until
hey,
May.
give you some positivity, boys and girls, and they and them?
Go to the Discord. They're not
We're
quiet.
going
Check their
back to
Twitter. They're not
Appreciation Corner.
quiet.
Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, I know,
Let's go
but they
back
were
to
marketing this beforehand.
the
Now I have to go to
appreciation.
the Discord to figure things out.
I don't have a bag or nothing involved, but I'm pretty sure that they postponed the mint so that when Swagbito goes to mint, he actually gets his mint. So they want to make sure that the whitelist is fully done the right way. Because if you saw what happened with
Yeah,
the
I get that.
book token, was that certain people had whitelist spots and they couldn't mint because somebody bypassed. And somebody explained exactly what happened.
Yeah, the Franken address. Yeah, the Franken address thing.
Exactly. So that's the reason why the delay.
Well, I saw they might go to Anvil. They mentioned Anvil in the latest update, so I think that.
Well, yeah. I mean that. Okay. So when we had them in the space, I just told them based on concern, you guys are. There's a hype that I recognize. Who are using NFT Maker Pro, and we told them like, okay, but you guys understand. So they. Yeah,
They
You
didn't
warned them on the
understand. They
tank.
thought they understood. They didn't.
They did, but
Now we're here.
But you know what the concept was, and this is where I kind of speak about Patrick, where the team said Patrick is taking care of us. No, Patrick is providing the platform. They have their own developers, right? So it looked like it's a hype man, and people want to mint, right? People want to grab.
Patrick didn't take care.
Yeah, Patrick is not grabbing their hand. They have a developer using
He
the
didn't
system.
take care.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't take care. Don't kill me, my boy. My boy wants me to.
My boy's rocking a fucking Hoskinson rug pull PFP. He's rugging the whole ADA community. Let's get it off.
Yeah,
Laughing and lying.
Yeah, but bringing it back, that's the reason why we told them, like, hey, you might want to go to somebody a little bit more specialized. It doesn't matter who you select, Ada, Anvil, Pepper, and there's a bunch, or actually
100% agree.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the reason why. So what they're trying to do is that they're just trying to take care of the community, because God knows what we want is somebody to, mint the whitelist, and it's not you, because you know what's going to happen if that shit happens.
Sheesh. I get that, but like momentum isn't something you can just turn on.
Momentum's gone, Taxi. Let's be real.
Yeah,
It's gone.
well,
It's gone, bro.
But that's the
I
reason.
know, but like we thought, like 10K and 252
That was the quarter
was
night.
like ambitious.
It's gone, bro.
So then, if it's gone, then what does it mean for
Bro,
the
it's
future?
gone.
You know?
You pick up the pieces and you keep it rolling.
That was the best I ever heard. I think. That was one of my
Yeah, I
favorite
guess.
swag quotes ever.
Yeah, I guess it's just gone. Let's just move on. Hope for the best.
So what's the next topic, Beto?
Sheesh.
Do you like mayonnaise on your sandwiches?
That's a.
Do you refrigerate your mayonnaise?
Yo, I'm still fucking upset about bullshit about. I don't care what y'all fucking think. This shit about Patrick and his fucking platform and all this bullshit about fucking ore and all the other fucking projects he fucked up or didn't fuck up on. I don't care. I don't
Kobe was
care.
going to go back and be upset about the price of the.
I don't give a
power
fuck.
cord.
Nah, it's just
Damn,
it's
Cobra,
frustrating.
go. Get it.
It's
Yeah,
frustrating.
but bro, like in the Discords, they're like saying like, "I'm glad they pushed it back so they can do more marketing." Well, they haven't amped the marketing, so then like, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I mean,
It could just be
are you
done
really
a lot
looking,
better.
or are you just talking out of your ass, Taxi? Come on.
No, check it out. I look into it just to
Taxi's
see.
in
I
there.
lurk when I'm gaming. I'll put on my Discord and then I'll lurk like a channel or something like that. But yeah, I've seen it. Like I'm just saying, like the hardcore people like
I'm gonna
believe
cut
in
your
them
wings
pushing
off,
it
bro.
back. I dare you to try. I'll fight, bro. I guess your puffy could like bounce you. Your puffy could like bounce you up in the sky, though. You know, and like I don't know, like I get that they pushed it back, and like if they pushed it back to make things right, then right on. But then they should have people out here marketing. They should have people out here pushing the name even more. Because if anything, you need to double down right now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
Like the
everybody's
marketing needs
feelings
to
are
be
hurt. You
there.
remember? Everyone's bummed out. Momentum's gone. So like, it's not
Well, yeah,
gonna
people
be
need to
like it
try to build it
was.
up.
You
If no one's going to build it
can't
up, then it's
compare the
never going to
hype
be
then
there.
and then
Then you're
trying to
relying
like
on the collection.
pick that back up. It's not gonna happen.
So then, like, why are you minting if, like, you're over here basically
Because I
saying
like
the
the
momentum's
art.
never going to be
I
there?
like the art. I like the team.
So for
I like what they're
collection
doing.
purpose.
Their
Okay,
marketing
okay.
purposes right now are meh.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I can see that standpoint.
I wanted to buy a charm ring, bro.
So what?
I mean, get your ring
Vito.
for sure. Like, you know, build your
Vito.
collection. But I'm just saying, like, if we're over here, like, looking at it from, like, is it investable? Is it flippable? Or this and that? There's just so many questions. And, like, I don't know.
Taxi.
They should be doing more.
Yeah.
So, Vito, check it out. What we're going to do is this. Why don't we'll trade a ghost chain for the ring at this point. So we can just, finish out our friendship like that.
There you go.
Bro, I got a whole... Bro, the ghost chains I got left, they're my secret stash. When I was buying ghost chains, when the floor was at 50 to 180, woo, and I had about 50.
Hey, but Swag, let me ask a question here. Let's switch it up. You know, JPEG is number one right now, but there's two marketplaces coming around. Flipper, which is the new ghost chain one, and there's the Plutus art one. So here's a question. Would you beautiful individuals move some of those assets into these new marketplaces in order to, spread the love a little bit?
I wouldn't necessarily spread the love. I would just I'll be looking at convenience more than anything. It's not just to spread the love, to be honest, Serge.
Yeah, no, you got to look.
I don't want to look amongst like a few different marketplaces to find NFTs. I don't think that's ideal.
That part.
That's the only issue with it, is that they're gonna all have to be like, if they all get 1/3 again, imagine you're gonna have to go to CNFT tools, correct? You're gonna have to like.
That's what I was gonna say, because it
that's
shows you where it is.
Yeah, but then you're not like getting it like sometimes when I'm like trying to snipe like a hot project, especially like post mint, I'm constantly like refreshing the recently listed, so I never
true.
I don't rely on tools.
Counter.
Nova's doing that. Don't lie.
No, she didn't. She hasn't said anything, but she feels me.
I bet she feels you just
like chill. No, I'm just saying. Like, I mean, like going recently listed, you're not going CNFT tools. So then, like, what are we supposed to do? Like post mint? I mean, it's just like not ideal. I mean, I understand. Like, I mean, we need competition for marketplaces, but having three is just not ideal.
Well, maybe the shorting tool will also have a universal tool that they can do that for.
Bro, that thing's going to be irrelevant. It's going to make an impact, but it's going to be irrelevant.
Wall Tang. Boom. Let's go. Where's that?
Oh, ETH has Gem, but like, is Gem up to date like immediately? I don't know if it's like as fast as doing like recently listed, but ETH does have Gem, kind of like tools, like where it's like across all marketplaces.
That's truly outrageous.
I'm not, bro. If there's a wave to another marketplace and I gotta list it over there to get an audience, I'm rolling. But I'm not.
Oh yeah, I'm cool with like.
I'm not doing anything unless it benefits me or I have to, because I'm lazy. I just not gonna do it.
That part.
Well, with 1.5% versus 2, because it's
don't care.
It's like Cobra said. Well, you don't care, but other people will care. That's the reality. Other people are going to.
That's the thing. That's what would make me move. If the majority moves, then I gotta move. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if I'm listing something, I'm on for this most volume. So
Yeah, it's the same thing that
let
happened with
that
CNFT.io when JPEG came out. Like, there was more implications to that. But as soon as JPEG came out and started really making those moves and shit and convincing people that they were really legit, everybody just shifted. I don't even know if there's still listings on CNFT.io.
I
If
mean,
that were
it's
to
dead.
happen,
I mean, I
yeah.
think there's still listings. It's dead.
It's a graveyard.
I just think why list on a platform that's not going to be making you money? I mean, even if it's to share love or however, you want to go wherever the money's at. You know?
No, but I used the wrong word,
Yeah.
sharing love. It is tech, because, like, I'll say something. What Drom's auction house is gonna bring, for example, right? It's gonna be a lot. It's going to be more an experience. It's going to be raffling NFTs, space buds, clays, like these upcoming projects, at least from the Plutus art and Drom's auction. That's just is going to bring these new things for the consumers, right? And that's what I wanted to ask you guys about that.
Are you saying that people are going to get things off of using that marketplace?
Yes, that is. Yeah, so for example, if Drom's and Drom's auctions is not a marketplace, it's going to be just slowly based on auctions. But like you'll be able to accumulate certain XP, and those XP would go into
kind of like looks rare.
Yeah, exactly. So that Plutus is also going to potentially do that as well. So now all of a sudden you're buying NFTs, there's a shared revenue that I don't know how it works. Fettuccini could explain, but then there's also the possibility of you buying NFTs and you're going to be entered into raffles into you winning X NFT space buds, claymates. That's what I'm talking about.
That goes back to what I said. If it benefits me, yes. So
I mean, I think that'll work too, but not necessarily. That's going to be the main thing that pulls people in. Because I mean, look at Looks Rare; they're doing a lot to give back to the community. Especially with their token, but they're not taking volume away from OpenSea. OpenSea is still king, and they don't give a shit about anybody.
And then there's the other one where you could block royalties, right? So it is.
Oh yeah, and people will still use that. I mean, there's ways to go around royalties because, again, you're going to put more money in your pocket. If you look at Solana, a lot of people trade OTC because, I mean, you get more money. Why wouldn't people do that? Which kind of sucks. It hurts the projects, especially on a big sale. But I really think it depends. I don't see why people are going to do that just because I'm entered into a raffle to maybe get an NFT to have my NFT sit twice as long and maybe not even sell.
I have a question for Serge. What do you think about JPEG, bro? What is your overall sentiment?
It's hard.
Man, you can't ask them this question on the spot.
No, I'll answer it.
No. It's a political question. You could answer it however you feel fit. I'm not asking any specific.
I mean, the communication that I had with JPEG is not the same communication. I have no communication now, right? JPEG has evolved. They're a much bigger group. There's a lot of things going on in JPEG, for example. But I'm not looking at it from a consumer point of view. I'm looking at it from a project point of view that I'm saying, well, my mentors that are also, that you've gotten to know, if this whole Minty platform works, yeah, it's going to be great, but it's going to leave these motherfuckers without jobs. And eventually what's going to happen? They're going to have to adapt or create another marketplace. Come on now. The solution is not, let's have our own marketplace. That shouldn't be the solution, right? That's why, and also JPEG is going to come with the options that they promised me the options, Blake himself, back in February, right? So there's a lot of different things that, JPEG is doing. And again, for the consumer, it's great, right? It's just for the minters and of that. That's who I'm concerned about. But what do you say? We're all born in different fucking bellies at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, I feel you.
So are you saying some of these other marketplaces might be catering a little bit more toward the projects, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to offer more. They're going to offer more of an experience for the user. I think that's what's going to end up happening, right? Drom's stuff is coming. I think is the beta this coming week for the auction. The other two, I don't know when they're coming out, right? But it's just interesting to see what they're going to bring, right? Because it's just going to be that XP, that usability, that raffle. for a lot of people that does matter. Plutus did want to have like a shared revenue for the services, a certain percentage, right? That also might entice people to crossover, for example.
So let me ask you a question. Isn't there a market? Isn't OpenSea? Doesn't OpenSea also mint? I'm not sure if it's just one-of-ones or complete
One of
collections.
one of
OpenSea mints, yeah.
one of ones. They don't make collections.
Oh, okay. So I'll take that
Yeah.
back.
So and that's the thing. I mean, like, and Blake is smart, because Blake, when Blake did the launch pad for JPEG Store, he offered a bunch of projects. Hey, come to the, come help us out. You don't, we're not going to pay you, but you could be there if you want. And I remember being involved with this project, helping them out. And then you look at the time frame now, and you're like, oh shit, this is why. So now it's like a launch pad where they bring project, mint them to the system, and they go through that, right? That's why I'm looking at it from a bigger picture of more condensing the market. That's what I'm looking at. But again, for the consumer, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm looking at it from the project creator point of view. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's two different sets of eyes, really.
Exactly, right? That's why, like, my opinion is based on that. I know, like, imagine this minting service takes off, right? So they're able to, like, let's say, for example, Ada Anvil mints at 15 or 20. I don't know what they mint at. Certain other projects mint at 7.5% of the collection. So imagine JPEG Store, once they figure out the flawness of this minting service, they say, you know what? We're going to drop ours to 5%, 3.5%, right? What's going to happen to, like, everybody's going to eventually shift. But then when those motherfuckers are gone, what do you think is really going to happen? You think it's going to stay at 3.5%? No, it's going to go back into what it was. And that's, yeah, I mean, that's me speculating, but like, that's how business is ran. We all know this, like in real life businesses are ran this way. Not that that's not an in real life business, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and I get you. And one of the things that I don't, this is, everybody has their opinion. It's not necessarily a bad opinion, good opinion. It's just by preference. There's a couple of things I don't like about JPEG Store, to be honest. It's a marketplace. In theory, it is centralized because they can do whatever the fuck they want. Are they clear about it? Not as clear as I would like, and we could go back from the beginning. And I think the fact is that they do have good intentions. How they execute shit, it really fuck. And we could go back to when we're talking about fucking Ada Clouds, and people could agree to disagree, and I don't give a fuck. This is my opinion. But if the royalties were supposed to go out to a certain person, and they came out of the fucking blue and just said, you know what, we're gonna stop paying the royalties to whatever the fucking guy's name is and shit, and whatever. I have no beef whatsoever with Muffin or anything in that shit. I know it was all good intentions, but that's something that was like, oh, that's kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And
they were
another
playing
thing,
like Big Brother. Yeah.
Here's a question. Sorry, very quickly. Would you guys consider Boss Cat a derivative?
That's a good question, but I was going to go on to derivatives right now because
so you could label. And that's the thing. You could.
I mean, the derivative or inspired. I mean, I guess it goes down to the technicalities. Right?
Listen. I had a little back and forth with Blake a couple of weeks ago and shit regarding the fucking thing about flagging projects that are derivatives. You know what I'm saying? And I come from Ada Punks. You know what I'm saying? But if we're fucking talking about decentralization, we're not doing this shit for fucking this is my opinion. Why do you have to fucking flag a project because it's derivatives? You know what I'm saying? And they came out with a whole bunch of guidelines and shit, and I was questioning the fact that how the fuck did this happen? And they were saying, no, we had a community fucking vote. What fucking community? What, you opened up a fucking space and 500 people came in, and depending on reactions, motherfucker? Like, how the fuck did this go down? So those types of things, maybe it could have been legit, maybe it wasn't, but there isn't sufficient transparency. Like, where can I fucking see the results of that fucking vote and what was taken under consideration? You know what I'm saying? It's not just, no, because we're trying to please the community because they want to protect the community. I get it. But it's kind of fucked up.
Them, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Spicy. To me, I think that move right there, it wasn't necessarily like a protect the community thing. In my eyes, I think JPEG Store takes a lot of inspiration from Magic Eden, and that's something that's on Magic Eden. I mean, it's useful in certain things when it's like it's a blatant ripoff of another project. but I don't think that it's necessarily going to save somebody's ass just because it's marked as
Yeah,
a
of course.
derivative, you know?
Of course. And who said don't use them? I'm sorry, because you know what the thing is? That whatever. I'm just giving my opinion, first of all. And second of all,
Yeah,
it's
but
the
I'm just
only
saying,
fucking
like, it's
marketplace
their
right
platform,
now.
so like,
You know,
it's
it's
their
the biggest
rules.
marketplace. So I'm kind of fucking assed out because there's nothing else. So that's
Yeah.
just me.
I mean, but yeah, like
That's just me.
CNFT.io, like you said before, they didn't do it right, and they got rolled by JPEG Store, and then we got 2 new ones coming. Like, I get it, but like, like you don't have to like everything. Like that's kind of the reality of it. I mean, there's stuff about it I don't like, and UX could use some love, and a few other things. Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah, of course it is what it is. But I'm just speaking out my mind regarding the situation based off of how they're making the decisions, and they giving me an explanation about it was a community fucking vote. Okay, so who the fuck is a community? Is there
No,
is there a
agree.
certain niche? Is there?
But they're
I'm
a
sorry.
private
Is there?
company. Like they're a private company. They don't have to like.
That's exactly
I
what
get
I'm
what you're
saying.
saying, though, and I
I
get what you're
understand
saying.
that they're a private
I
company
understand your
because it's
concern
like
and
a
you're
centralized
upset.
market. I get that point,
What's
but
JPEG's definition of a derivative?
they have a pretty little nice fucking PDF shit, whatever. I'm just saying.
I mean, but I mean, like, even really know what the true definition of a derivative is and versus what is inspired. There's so much confusion wrapped around that. For a marketplace,
Yeah, I mean, I
this
think
is
that was like the
this.
buzz. That was like the buzz for a couple of weeks. I don't think people care as much as
No, I mean, I don't
they
think it's
did.
like, wait, the buds was stolen. But I'm just saying, like, as
No.
far as like derivatives inspired, like, I mean, there's just so much stuff that can easily be heard. But then wait, it could be considered derivative, but they say, wait, enough
So here's
traits have been changed, so it's actually inspired.
So
You get what I'm saying? Like, what's the law? Like, what are we looking at?
I don't have an opinion.
But then if they're going to flag it as a derivative, then they clearly have some kind of rule or law that they consider. Or is that just a community
I
vote
think
by
it's
these
dangerous in
randos?
there because then you're leaving it up to the marketplace. And I mean, if you give it up to me, I can name a few projects that could be flagged as derivatives that are not necessarily a derivative of another NFT, but maybe of a cartoon or something like that. You know,
Exactly.
I have a lot of gripes.
Well, yeah. So, like, are we going like now? Is is derivatives considered off of NFTs, or are we just considering on any art that's ever been made? Because if we're going to consider any art that's ever been made, then all of this is a copy of a copy of a copy.
Well, I could say like two projects off the top of my mind, and I'm not trying to FUD anybody, but like, what was it that minted today was Toysies. That's a ripoff of BMO, and B-Boys, that's a ripoff of Morty. I mean, those are derivatives, if you ask me.
Why do you say though that like Beat Boys is like a ripoff of Morty? Are you just basing off of like the one skater on the hall pass?
Well, that's his
Morty?
opinion.
No,
You know,
I'm
I
saying
get what he's trying to say.
No, I get what
I
he's
knew
saying,
that
but
was
like
good.
if you look at like the '90s style
Use your
cartoon,
tools.
it's
Use
a
your
style of a
tools.
cartoon of the '90s.
I mean,
So
I
like,
get that, but
like to say like Ricky
if you
Morty,
look
like
at
also too,
Morty
Ricky
and you
Morty
put
is
a
actually a of the original cartoons. If you want to go that route, in my opinion.
yeah, and exactly. I mean, it's all inspiration at the end of the day. That's what I'm saying. But it's like if you take a big cartoon, that's where I'm coming from. Like in my eyes, you know, just
Right.
because
So
it's
like,
a
what's
derivative of
inspired and
derivative.
what's a derivative? Like that.
Yeah,
Like now we're
exactly.
back to like this question, and like JPEG's like deciding for us. That's
Okay,
where
so
I'm at.
Darcy, let me ask you a question, right? And I own SpaceBuds, and this is no SpaceBuds, jab or anything. But with the stolen art, right? SpaceBuds collecting royalties still. Who decides that, for example, right? And here's another question: if it were another project, not at the top, would that project flag down as a rug pull, as a stolen art? And again,
Preach it.
I own SpaceBuds. But what is the reality here? We're talking about the top project. So, what is it convenient? So that's what I'm saying. There's certain
Exactly.
some people.
That's what I'm. Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, we're same page, right? Yeah, totally.
Exactly. So Cobra, and that's where we were saying.
But
like,
SpaceBuzz built their own marketplace. Like you'd argue, they don't need JPEG Store.
Okay, and that's fine.
It could still be flagged, though, is what he's saying.
But yeah, the question is, if another project would have done it, how would they have been treated in the eyes of JPEG Store? Because we've seen a lot of projects disappear. It's a rug pull, immediately get flagged, or like something when art is stolen or whatever, right? Well, no, because we haven't had a strong example of just SpaceBuds right now. But what's gonna I mean, it's just hard because we haven't had a strong example of another project actually, doing that, right?
Right,
I
because if
think
you're
if it was
saying
any other
inspired by it,
project
right? They look
besides
through this.
Space Buds, that should be zero right now. It would be zero because the community would not care. And you can say like, "Oh, Barry does this and that for the community," and I know Barry wasn't the one drawing the stuff, but like, also if you look at like graphic design, I have a brother who does graphic design, and that's
Yo, am I
normal
rugged?
graphic design shit. You know?
Were you talking, Coach?
No, it's that I thought Baba was talking. He just faded out. I'm not sure if it was
No,
me
you
or
good.
him.
OX Roll was talking.
Yeah, OX Roll was talking.
But yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying from that component. But I'm just interested to seeing what's going to happen when there's another project that this happens to, and how they're going to handle it. You see, and this is where we start to see the flex of certain marketplaces.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
what
this is where like we like see like the sides of things, like, and this is like one thing that's like really like made me like, I don't know. This is what like had me dabble in ETH, is seeing like the hypocrisy like of it all. Just seeing people saying, "Well, this is my bag, so I'm going to protect it."
Listen,
this, you
somebody
know?
just texted me something. Okay, here's a great example, and thank you for the person that sent it to me. Space FUDZ, FUDZ, is a derivative flag, for example. But of what if the art is kind of like if the art was
sheesh,
so
yeah.
you see
Switch
okay
it up.
no but like what's the reality here, for example, right? They might be, and this is where interpretation now they're trying to say, well, we're going to put a derivative so nobody get confused of the space fuzz versus the space bud, right? But where does the labeling, you feel me?
Dude, I mean, yeah. I mean, there you go. There's our answer. Really, right? I mean, because it hasn't been settled. And like your royalties question, you're right. Like if it is like some of it's stolen art, then where is that royalties going? Because it's not like going to the owners. But yeah, you're making good points. I mean, like,
yeah. And when I'm talking about like, again, I have buds. I'm not pumping my back, but it's control. How much control does a marketplace then have to dictate certain things, right? Because that's what I'm seeing, and I understand Baba Boy and everybody, but I'm looking at it from the project creator point of view, right? So
I kind of rugged, and exactly what were you saying last? So what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
This is what I'm trying to say. This is what, and I'm not fighting buds. I'm just trying to say is Space FUDZ is flagged as a derivative project.
It is.
Yeah, it's flagged as, like, you could go to JPEG store right now and put Space FUDZ, and it's flagged as derivative.
Space FUDZ is, and Space Buds is not flagged.
Yeah, Space
but
FUDZ.
Yeah. So like why are they flagged, and like what's up with that?
Because that's where it gets interesting, because like you can make the debate of, well, because we don't want people getting confused for the buds. I understand that, but then when it comes to the art, it's if it's stolen art, whose is it then? What is, you feel me? I think that's where my first analogy comes into play, where it's to prevent people from thinking
it's mine. It's my wallet, bro.
How many do you got, Swag?
I got 2.
You got a shark?
Bro, let me tell you. I bought my first Space Bud with 8,000 ADA that I earned from flipping. Okay, this is where ADA was over $2, so I paid $17,000 for that fucking Space Bud. Okay, and then I bought the shark I got 15,000 ADA, paid for that recently from flipping, all profit. When ADA was, 50 cents, 48, who fucking knows? So I paid more for my frog than my shark. Just throwing that out there. Got 2.
Swag mania.
But do you have an ugly bud?
Yeah.
You don't got an ugly bud, bro.
Yeah, I do.
What happened to Thugly? I thought they just came up. Swag, what do you think, Swag?
So I guess it really just comes down to like a derivative is only considered derivative if it's copying a big project, I think.
And
everything's a derivative. Everyone's got their
but it
own
only be flagged as a derivative if it's copying a big project, you know?
Yeah, that's
centralized agency deciding that. It's not a fact.
Crazy.
A derivative is only a derivative if you're.
That's why I don't think it's a good idea. You know, like when I saw that personally, I didn't think like like I don't know, making strides in a community. Like I don't think that served any purpose on JPEG Store. I think it was just kind of a stupid thing.
It
And my
was.
first thought was like, oh, they're just trying to be like another marketplace that does that shit already. I don't know. Will it help people? Maybe. Maybe people that are super new, but I just think it's a dangerous world out here in crypto, and people are gonna lose money regardless.
Question: do you think with that in that same vein, with
Exactly.
they put rug pull on stuff like should that be like a DYOR? Like should I be able to, because that makes it automatically like a 5.8 a floor once they put that rug pull on. So like, shouldn't I just be able to like, sorry you don't know any better, and sell you my quote unquote rug pull for more too? Like
Baba
it's kind of
Booey.
interesting how they define that as well.
Again, I think it's up to interpretation and like
Agreed.
people's varying knowledge, also, experience. But there's no definitive answer for this. I was arguing with Daily Upgrade about this.
No,
Right?
but
It's hard to say what is and what isn't.
but and that
Everything is a derivative of CryptoPunks.
everything.
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Facts.
That's funny. But
Swag mania.
but that is my statement when it comes. Well, that's my when I asked about trying other marketplaces, that is what I'm referring to, right?
Shit,
Because
hell
if
yeah.
you give an entity so much power, what are they going to do with it, right? So we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell.
And who said that like a derivative was a bad thing? If you were a
Exactly.
derivative and you had more utility, then why are you what? Because you're a derivative and you're giving more to your holders and this and that. You're
Like,
just considered
wouldn't it be
worse.
funny in 10 years, like Pepe fucking Yacht Club
Yeah,
is
they
the
passed them
one
up because of their
that has the
utility.
most value?
It's true. I mean, yeah, like you know what I mean. Like, who's to say like that couldn't happen in the end of the day?
I mean, it's possible. Memes sell, bro. You know, don't doubt the power of memes. I think
No, at all. That's a big
Memes
point.
move economies.
hell yeah, they do. I think memes go crazy, man. It just depends on once you
4chan
get a
in the
few
corner.
eyes on them and people find it funny. It's like that's where money's gonna flow.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you think, Kahuna?
Yeah, what up, Big
Kahuna.
Kahuna?
Big Kahuna. Big Kahuna.
Like if it was to transfer out of JPEG, where do you guys think it would go?
I don't know, but I was going to ask Serge kind of if I get the idea of like the big one, but like what could be done to prevent that? Like, are you like, do you not want, you're saying you don't want a marketplace to get so big that they have all that control, but like,
Yeah.
what rails do you put in place that don't make it, for lack of a better term, like centralized? Like, what is like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just kind of,
Yeah.
I was just trying to
I
think
mean,
of
you
where
just
you
have to
go
have
with it.
rules for everybody all the same versus it's the big projects, the little projects. That's the simple reality because it is art stolen at the end of the day. And why isn't there something blocked, for example, from receiving royalties, for example? Because every penny that's sent, like every time somebody buys, there's still that's somebody's art. You feel me? So tech
In 500 years, will it be stolen?
Oh no. You know why? Because of the Sony Bono law. After you die. Okay, so let me tell you this, kids. So after you die, I think your art's
You hit a tree when you're skiing?
No. Chill. Listen. That's the reason why Winnie the Pooh is you could use it for free. You could do anything.
Wait, you can use Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah. That's the reason why you could, because after 50 or 80 years,
public domain.
Exactly. After you die, the entity becomes public domain.
Oh wow!
Disney made it that long because of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, but I mean, there's ways to kind of prevent that and everything, right? But that's
centralized. But wow,
yeah, that's why Swag ain't wrong when he says 500 years, but we'll say 80 years, 50 to 80.
But now everyone keeps taking like I'll go a taxi, like you say, oh, the Rick and Morty thing. Like, why would you say that when some of the stuff, maybe the Hall Pass, is inspired by, but like the pieces from
I have the
from
freshest
Space
Morty
Buds,
on the block.
the Space Buds, like they drew them off of inspiration of something else. Like, what percentage of that project because a bunch of people have said it's stolen art. Like, what percentage of a project makes it, inspired by? I mean, Warhol did it with the Campbell soup, right? Like, what is inspired by? Like, what are you defining that as? Because some people use it to their advantage. Oh, we're just inspired by, and other people, when it's a bigger project, will say it's stolen. For instance,
I don't know, but Bored Apes look like Darwin from Thornberries. That's all I got to say. And
Facts.
so, like, where do we
Facts.
where do we go from there? What I'm saying, like,
I don't
if you
know
want
that.
to bring it to the
reference.
Exactly
biggest.
looks
I
like
don't know
Donnie.
that reference. Yeah.
Thanks,
I don't know that
bro.
reference. I'm the old guy. Remember?
Yeah.
Speaking of old people, did Stevie pass out? Is Stevie okay? Yeah.
So it's just like it depends on who's saying what they're saying and who wants to draw the line. Like, that's what I'm getting at. Is anyone bringing up Darwin with Thornberries and Bored Apes? Has anyone done that in the past?
No. But you said
They
that
good,
Space
though. They
Buds is stolen, and that Beat Boys is an imitation. Like,
Well, because the shark is like a copy from like a sticker. It's like exact copy of a sticker. And like if you like go off of like Morty, and then or if you go off of Morty and you go off of the Beat Boys, like, where's the straight copy? Okay, so you want to look at like the hall pass, if anything.
Well, right, that would be the shark, right? You'd say they printed how many hall passes, how many sharks, right?
So I don't know why El Duque isn't here. I'm really upset about El Duque not being here.
Yeah, I'm a little upset about that too. Where is he?
He's prepping for his own space, man.
I wanted part 2 to Chiquis Triquis. I thought that's where we were going tonight. I wanted to know if we played Fuck, Marry, Kill, who he'd say about Clay, Disco, and the Mandrills. I have a lot of questions for El Duque, and I can't believe I got to wait another week.
I'd marry Clays, I'd fuck Disco, and I would kill Mandrills.
Okay. There you go. I'll tell El Duque you said that, but I'm really interested in his answer too.
That's a fire PSP, Steve-O.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. But that's gonna conclude. That's gonna conclude our wild cards tonight, motherfuckers. Yo, dude. Yo, as we were sitting here talking about
that's
this,
a Stevie move. Stevie makes all these ETH moves, and then it's like, hey, look what I got. Yeah. That's a Stevie move right there.
If it is, it is, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with doing my own moves. But basically, like Cobra said, it's the timing. So, like, again, I didn't grab any extra dough. I just flipped what I had and what I was following the floors on. And the floors were on these like 2 or 3 projects I was fucking around with, still going up. But again, like we said, and we're going to bring it back and end this show like that. It's about the emotion connected to these projects. I don't have a lot of emotion attached to a lot of the projects in regard to ETH. Why? Because I'm not as deep in their community as I am with the Cardano, right? So like some of these projects that I already have, I'm not thinking twice about flipping them, getting rid of them, and trying to move my way up to something else or whatever. So yeah, thanks for recognizing this PFP. I had to show off.
Yo, Stevie. You know what? Now that you mentioned that, one of my recent L's. Well, it's not that the project is done or anything. I'm just saying that I should have sold when it was hot. I should have sold my Degen Tunes when it was 2 ETH.
That was my
question for you. And now it's 0.0. What is? I'm sorry, 0.60. 60.
0.06. I think 0.0. Yeah, 0.06 ish.
So what should I do? I have one that I haven't blown up yet. So what should I do with that? But it's the only one
they
I
went
have
down to like 0.03, and they're back like up. I mean, Degen Tunes seemed like a good play, like in the end, but I don't know enough about them.
Should
I
I
always
blow them up with my dynamite?
Oh, I have no idea about that play.
This guy's sending us to your trash while the play's over.
I'm glad you found your charger, Swag.
You missed your window.
Much love, homies. Much love.
Thank you for listening to Wild Cards. Please rate and review and share the podcast. The more the merrier. And until next time, have a kick-ass day. Thanks for listening.